Right, so hi and welcome to my YouTube channel. I've been wanting to post videos for a while about how I use AI in my work as a digital marketer. And I feel like now is the timing. A lot has changed over the last 4 months since December when Opus 4.6 got released. AI models got way better, and you can actually use them without them being too fidgety or making weird hallucinations as much, meaning code has gotten a lot better, and they're actively working on improving Cloud Code and Cloud Code Desktop and Remote, and OpenClaw got released and took off. So today I want to share with you how I use AI for digital work in April 2026, and it's changing week by week. Cloud Code is turning into my master app, like my app that I come to chat with as a human in the loop, and it has integration to basically every tool that I use to deliver my services. So I'm just chatting and guiding while the AI is writing code and actually doing the work through APIs, through MCPs, through CLIs. It's doing the work for me, connecting to different softwares and applications. So the work for me has more become creating skills in forms of markdown files that the AI model can use when it's going to do the skill by itself autonomously. So I go through the process together with the agent once, guide it through it in a session. Then I tell it, go ahead and create a skill based on what we learned in this session. Make sure to note down everything technical, any issues or mistakes we encountered, so that it saves it to memory, and next time we do it, it will remember and it will do it way better, and we can iterate on it even further until it's so good we can release it in a full autonomous workflow. So Cloud Code runs mostly locally on your machine through Cloud Desktop or Cloud CLI. And if you want to run things in the cloud, you're limited by which MCPs or integrations you can have to the Cloud Code by the default connectors that Anthropic offers mostly. Therefore, it's beneficial to have a virtual private server, a VPS, either through Hostinger or any other provider of this. Cost around $10 per month. It's definitely worth it. And you can host Cloud Code CLI on that server or OpenClaw on that server, and then connect it to Telegram so you can chat with AI from your phone. This way you can do work while on the go with all of your custom MCPs or integrations that you have. So for me, I sync my local skills, MCP setups, everything to my VPS so that I have all the same integrations and memories across Cloud Desktop locally, VPS, OpenClaw, and Cloud Code Remote, which has gotten way better lately. So I definitely have the feeling that Cloud Code Remote is going to completely kill OpenClaw a little bit. That's what I think is going to happen. At least I personally have way better experience using Cloud Code and the remote function to Telegram now. It's way better harness than what OpenClaw is. It has weird personality and I don't like it. It's the Opus 4.7 way more straight to the point and get things done more efficiently. So that now we've covered Cloud Code as the master app. We've covered skills. And then let's talk quickly about auto loops. So there's a guy called Andrej Karpathy or something like this. It's well-known. He's the co-founder of OpenAI, AI researcher. He recently released something called, or he's leading a company called Auto Research, or a project, which allows AI to self-improve. I've created a skill in Cloud Code based on his principles, allowing you to create, when you create a scoring system that the AI can go after, you can tell it, go ahead and optimize this factor until you get a score of 100%, for example. Then that skill will make the AI iterate and create experiments and work towards a process until in multiple iterations, instead of requiring a human in the loop for every change, it can do something, test it. Then if it gets better, then it will implement that. If it gets worse, then it will scrap it. And it can run experiments like this for long times on its own until it meets a specific criteria. For example, this is great for technical SEO optimization. You can tell it run this SEO audit skill and iterate on it based for this website until you get a score of 100. And then it can go ahead and implement all of the changes it needs to do, pre-rendering, so that AI crawlers can crawl the page, do technical SEO, improve the content, improve everything that gets rankings in Google, and it can do it autonomously. That's a huge time saver. So now we've covered master app, skills, auto loops. I'm just going to give you some ideas of how I use Cloud Code. I use a Norwegian accounting software called Fiken, which I do my accounting through. Here I have an API access, so now I just upload my receipt to Cloud Code. It bookkeeps them for me. It saves me a ton of time. Also, this means it has access to my financial data and of my company and can be my company advisor, financial advisor. It can literally be my CEO. It can tell me, you should focus more on this. You should build up this as a vertical. You already have income here. This income stream you should be focusing more on. I have all the information in the entire world written that can help me run my business better, do invoicing stronger, improve my monetization, improve my development workflows, where to focus, etc. So that's a great MCP is to your accounting software. It depending on if you don't want to share this because of data exposure or a security concern, I get it. For me, I'm a sole proprietorship. It's okay, I'm fine with it being leaked. That's a risk I'm willing to take. Mostly I use Supabase. I've been using Lovable a lot. I started doing that, building websites in that, but it's gotten, you're locked into their ecosystem, their Supabase, their everything, and they charge premium on it. So it's better to get out, use something like Netlify or Cloudflare, or Hostinger as your host CDN to host the website. This way you also get better technical SEO, because Lovable, you're limited to a static like rendering, meaning you cannot render properly for AI crawlers. So that's a downside. Another big MCP, or not an MCP, a CLI, is the GWS CLI, which is Google's CLI for access to all of Google Drive, Gmail, Docs, Sheets, Slides, everything, you can create a separate workspace account for your agent, and it can have its own separate workspace and all the different Google services. For ads, I currently am only able to do reporting. I do read operations, API calls for reading data, and I'm working on a system to be able to write into the ad platforms through an agent as well. For tracking setups, I use Google Tag Manager a lot. I use the Google Tag Manager API from Google Console. I have some technical expertise around this that I've built over the years, which allows me to guide the agent and create the skill better than if you don't know anything about it and just go in and tell the agent to do it, then you will likely fail. You need to do research and then guide it through it. But it will make the process way faster once you know how to do it. I have all the default connections in Anthropic, Notion, Apple Notes, Canva, all of it. Just test it out, experiment with it, use it. A big one for me is the Home Assistant MCP to control my lights, my Philips Hue lights, my humidifier, my heater. Everything in my apartment is optimized so that when I leave the apartment, everything shuts off. I don't have to think about it. It happens with automations, and it just works, and it's great. Recently white-coded a program application extracting Apple Health data and Strava data to help me with my workouts, build better training plans, to build accountability. Just a solid project for myself and my fitness. For me, it has value. Maybe not in the market, but personally, it's great value. Research, connectors, Firecrawl to scrape the web. Notebook LLM is a good one if you want to do deep research on things that requires more heavy reading. You can just grab all the sources, put them in the system, then create like an audio podcast summary. That's a great function that they have. Or just, a good way to consume heavy reading. I have connections in Cloud Code to Gemini directly, so I can create images in blog posts, for example. And then custom built MCPs I have to my CRM that I've created for myself to manage invoicing, to manage clients, to manage all of the admin, to run a social media marketing agency. All of this has been building up in 2026, and it helps me save so much time, but even more valuable, it helps me take all the cognitive load out and systemize it and organize it and help me stay on top of things so that I can focus on actually developing the business, improving systems, improving everything, and delivering client results, which is the most important, not drown in admin or anything like that. It helps me ship features to my clients way faster, helps me deliver better SEO results, rankings, ads, literally everything. Helps me run my personal life, keep me accountable for chores, helps me take better purchases decisions based on research, helps me with my health, it helps me with my informational diet. I can curate it way better and not be doom scrolling, try and build a system to curate information through the sources you know you want to consume with intention instead of just following algorithmic feeds. That's the way I use AI right now in 2026. April likely will change within 6 months. It may be completely different, but the development is so exciting, so fascinating, and I think you should definitely be experimenting with this if you're a digital knowledge worker. If not, you're going to fall behind. You need to automate your work, put your specialty, your expertise into an agent, build markdown files and get your knowledge into an AI agent, that can help you do your work more efficiently, so you can focus more on acquiring new clients that aren't themselves able to adopt AI as good as you are, and build your portfolio up to way more clients, because you can manage way more through automation. At least this goes for small and medium-sized businesses. If you're working more corporate, larger orgs, maybe it's different. I'm not going that route because of all the bureaucracy, all the meetings. Rather work with small businesses with fast decision making, rapid results that are concrete and easy to tie down to numbers and reporting, so you can prove that your efforts actually make a difference. And that way you can get paid for it easier. That's how I use AI in my work as a digital marketer in 2026 Q2. Hopefully I'll make an update, and I'll try and keep you updated on this channel if there's something large going on in the AI world and tech world. I'll create some video around it. Thanks for watching, and go kill your work with AI. And yep, thanks for watching. Bye.